Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Red Dead Redemption 2 video, we're going to be talking about the one member of the Van der Linde gang that we never get to see throughout the story. And this was especially confusing for me on my very first playthrough because I kept hearing about this person, but we never got to see them. And as I'm going on my second and third playthrough now, it starts to make a bit more sense, but it's a character that we still never get to see, and that is Mac Callander. So Mac Callander and his brother Davey were two criminals who joined the Van der Linde gang at some point in the past, prior to 1899. And during the very first mission, Outlaws from the West, you hear Mac brought up a lot. And I remember very vividly, like the first time I played through Red Dead Redemption 2, I was like, okay, this character Mac is going to be super important because he was mentioned a ton. Just take a listen to the few moments from the first mission in which he's brought up.
Listen to me, all of you, for a moment. Now, we've had, well, a bad couple of days. I loved Davey, Jenny, Sean, Mac. They may be okay. We don't know. But we lost some folks. Now, if I could throw myself in the ground in their stead, I'd do it. Gladly.
How's Davey doing?
He didn't make it. Nor did little Jenny.
That's too bad. Davey was a real fighter. Both of them Callander boys is, or was.
Yeah,
And Mac, Sean,
we don't know.
quite a business.
Okay, and that was just in the first mission right there, and Mac Callander was brought up a ton. And from that first mission, we don't know a ton of details about him, but he's either dead or missing. And at this point in time, the gang does not know. Now, eventually, we do figure out what happened to Mac. We know that things turned sour in Blackwater, and both the Callander brothers were injured. Now, we only very briefly get to see Davey. Davey is also mentioned a lot in the very first mission, and he was rescued and was taken with the gang as they fled for the mountains, although he ended up not surviving. So Mac was separated on his own. Now, later on in Chapter 2, it's actually revealed what happened to Mac, and we get this news from Agent Milton.
Listen, this is my offer, Mr. Morgan. Bring in Van der Linde, and you have my word you won't swing.
Oh, I ain't gonna swing anyways, Agent.
Milton,
You see, I haven't done anything wrong, aside from not play the games to your rules.
spare me the philosophy lesson. I've already heard it from Mac Callander.
Mac Callander.
He was pretty shot up by the time I got to him. So really, it was more of a mercy killing. Slow, but merciful.
You enjoy being a rich man's toy, dear.
I enjoy society, flaws and all. You people venerate savagery, and you will die. Savagely, all of you.
Oh, we're all gonna die, Agent.
Some of us sooner than others. Good day, Mr. Morgan.
Goodbye.
Enjoy your fishing, kid, while you still can.
Who are they?
No one to worry about, no one at all. Come on, let's pick up your things and get home.
What did they mean about Mac? Is he in jail?
No, I don't think so. I hope he's just fine where he is. Like I said, don't worry about them. The world is full of disagreeable men. That's why you got all of us, to protect you from folk like them.
So if you guys couldn't read between the lines there, basically Mac was eventually caught and killed by Agent Milton, and he said his death was slow but merciful. So Mac obviously did not survive. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to be asking, can we find the grave of Mac Callander? The answer is no, because we don't know where Agent Milton shot him. We don't know what the location was like. if Agent Milton even saved his body. So there's no grave for Mac that we can actually find in-game. So now that you know that information, there's a lot of camp conversations that give us more details on Mac, what he was like, what his background was, and it slowly allows us to start to fill in the picture of who this character is. So let's take a look at some of those encounters right now, and it once again will give you a better idea on who Mac Callander is.
Real shame about them Callander boys, I reckon.
Sure.
You know, I once saw Mac beat up 15 sailors.
That ain't nothing. Everybody knows them Navy boys can't fight. That's why they float.
Oh, that's so.
Sure. That ain't nothing. I once beat up 20.
Okay.
But, I'm gonna miss Mac. He was a good man. Kind of fellow you like to rob alongside,
Yeah.
you know? Heartless son of a bitch. But he had a heart. That makes any sense.
I know what you mean. R.I.P., Mac.
You're back, I see. You are back.
Yes, I'm back, big man. Back from the dead, the ginger Lazarus.
Well, anything about Mac?
No. My guess is he died. I didn't hear nothing, but looks like you got shot up pretty bad.
Oh, man.
I'll get some money and get you some big ones.
Them Callander boys, they were something else. Now, well, I'll miss them.
Me too, big man. Me too.
It's too bad.
The world's too bad, big man. Even Harold Arthur knows that. I'm gonna miss them Callander boys. They're fighting them.
I won't. They were a liability.
It's not kind to talk poorly of the dead.
David Callander was a dangerous fool. I imagine it was his fault things went so bad in Blackwater.
I can't remember. I was knocked unconscious almost as things kicked off.
What kicked him off?
He was spotted. Or set up. Wasn't clear which.
I didn't know that.
Well, what's done is done, I guess.
I miss them boys, too.
Well, Lenny here says they was a liability.
They was, but I still miss them.
Trapped in a swamp.
Yeah,
It's like hell on earth.
it beats freezing to death.
In the south, in a swamp? This is not for me.
Nor me, but we're alive.
Well, Sean's not. Jenny, Mac, Davy.
Folks always die, Karen. You and me will die. Trick is to enjoy it while you're alive.
That's the trick of it. Well, I haven't mastered that bit.
You have more fun than anyone.
Do I? Maybe I do.
Okay, so that was pretty cool, right? We get a lot of information about Mac. According to Uncle, he apparently beat up 15 sailors, which is incredibly impressive. We also know that Lenny and Charles seem to dislike the Callander brothers, even though every other member of the gang, including Hosea, appears to regret their passing. So the Callander brothers seem to be liked by plenty of members of the gang. And this is yet again another reason why I really want to see a single-player update that takes place before 1899, because Matt Callander is a character that is mentioned a ton, but we never actually get to see him. And even his brother Davy, that is mentioned on a handful of occasions, is literally only shown in one split-second cutscene, and then he gets a grave up in Coulter. That's about it. So these important members of the gang seem to be pretty forgotten, and we don't actually get to see them really at all through the story, nor do they make any real contributions other than being brought up by some of the characters. So once again, it would be cool to see Davy and more importantly Matt Callander and sort of the interactions they had with the gang, because it does sound as if there's a lot of cool stories with these two characters, Matt Callander in particular. But as always, I would love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about the one character we don't see throughout the entire game, Matt Callander. Do you hope that we eventually get a single-player update where we can explore more of his background? Again, I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily Red Dead Redemption 2 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.